right, what is going on, guys? This is your boy Tick of Project Oak Mike and TT Records. Once again, this Friday for the Sided Chat. Apologize for the late start. Basically, had a little technical difficulty with the program I used to do the live stream. Had to reinstall it, but hey, I'm here. We're here. Side chat. We're gonna talk about usual stuff, conversation starters, random stuff in most cases. But let me introduce my lovely cast that's with us tonight. So first, let me start off with Mr. Triple M. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We got something to talk about.
All right. Next person would be Mr. Anderson. Are you there?
How do you do?
All right. Kanoshi, how you doing, sir?
I'm here.
And we got, of course, Dr. Feelgood. How you doing, sir? Ken, but it can make no difference. How you doing, sir?
Oh, you know me, man. Always in a good mood.
All right. So, and I already don't see people on again on the chat already for Tempo FM. So again, this is broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Tempo FM. Thank you guys for that. Tonight, already don't see stuff done started in. So last night was an interesting show, and I'm gonna do a more precise for straight no chasers. I have a lot of videos with straight no chasers. I need to just upload them and then set them to a schedule so you guys can see it.
Have it going rapid fire.
Basically, but yes. So last night I talked about how these politicians basically tell you how to live your life, but they don't do exactly what they say. And I specifically talked about one Gavin Newsom, who's the governor of California, and he has not broken his rules not once, not twice, not three times, not four times, not even like he broke his rules so much times.
We lost count.
Yes. And I was laughing because, again, remember, wear masks when you go into your own family and wear a mask to your own family's house. If you're going for Thanksgiving, wear a mask and everything. He was caught at the French Laundry. No more than 3 parties from different houses. It was 12. He lies about saying it was inside. It was outside. It was inside. So that was a lie. He had a eating grin where he was lying to people as usual, saying that, oh, you should not go. He was like, I should have stand up. His apology, I laughed. He's like, I should have saw that. I should have turned around. You live 3 hours away. You ain't turning around from that.
Yeah.
You wasn't going to do that, sir.
You know what?
A free meal at the French Laundry. I heard that's a pretty nice place to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lowest cost paid is $400.
Jeez.
Just for the appetizer.
Mm-hmm. And then Anderson's a part of Knowles because he's in the state of California.
Just for the appetizer? Damn. The appetizers are $400. That food better give you superpowers.
Well, if you add wine and everything to it, yeah, you're not walking out there with less than $1,000 per person.
At minimum.
That wine better give you some good liquid courage. Shit.
Well,
I mean, damn it. I mean, whatever.
I know you're trying to do. Yeah, it's all right. I get you. That's what it is. But also, too, remember, he closed down the wineries except for his winery.
His own.
He goes to his children go to school, but your children can't go to school. And then when he's supposed to take a 10% pay cut, and he cut pay cut for government employees, he's supposed to take one. Oh, it was a critical error that his pay cut didn't happen.
Critical errors in politics? Nah, that stuff is sad.
Yeah. So I tell people out there, as I always tell on the show, you do what you gotta do to protect yourself and your family, but don't listen to these peons. Will cancel Christmas and Thanksgiving. To the hell with you, politicians.
Shoot, even the Grinch redeemed himself in the end. You can't say the same for these people.
No, and I always.
Oh yeah, in other news, Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan. There's articles of impeachment out for this witch. So
Well,
you know,
she should get impeached, and also the same thing for Andrew Cuomo of New York, because again, he literally put 6,300 people with COVID in nursing homes, which
And
was
he's being celebrated about it.
and people are celebrating, say he handled it very well. He killed people. It's y'all people want to say stuff about the president. Okay, and again, I don't blame the president or the Democrat. I blame China and all this nonsense. But when you literally put sick people into nursing homes, not even with COVID, the problem is they're susceptible to any disease at that age. That's
Oh yeah,
just,
you name it. Flu, SARS, measles, anything.
that is just shingles. It's just despicable in that regard.
Bad enough that most of us can't even go visit our grandparents or our loved ones because of the COVID. But then some unfortunate people who were staying at these homes got killed due to the government.
Oh, yeah. I know. That's just the despicable of how things are. But am I surprised? Not really. No. And again, I read your article last night when they were talking about, and when the governor said, "Oh, we're gonna do more lockdowns, whatever." I went to the article last night and last night's show. They showed the cases went up. They showed hospitalization went up. You know what number they didn't show you?
Death.
They didn't show the deaths.
of course.
They didn't show the deaths. I was reading. It was LA Times. I showed the article last night. I looked at the numbers. You saw that. You saw that. Where's the deaths?
Well, even though we don't show them, believe us, people are dying by the millions. Did you see all these trucks full of dead bodies? We never saw the inside of the trucks.
I know. And I thought about it again. People buying up toilet paper and all this stuff once again.
Which is not a surprise.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm prepared. I was prepared. I bought toilet paper a long time ago because I was thinking because of one thing, but I've been saying on the show a lot of times. We're gonna see a surge in this. Yeah, back in when winter comes again. And winter's knocking on the door, and there's the surge. No duh. What do you expect?
It's not a damn thing you can do about it.
This virus is not, no matter what the vaccine these people are talking about. And we got two vaccines from Montecare and Pfizer. That's good. That's great. Do people understand what vaccine do? I think people don't understand what vaccine do.
They can play
Vaccines are not a
vaccines
cure?
with your.
It's what?
It's not that. The reason I'm saying because Dr. Fauci and all the others is like, oh, they don't believe we don't need, these viruses, the cases are going up so much, we don't need herd immunity. Literally, you need herd immunity for the vaccine to work because you are putting a weak strain of the disease in your body, so your body, your antibodies get used to it and attack it. That's
So
what
Fauci believes herd immunity won't work, but they've been trying.
Who knows what that guy believes?
Is he a real doctor? Is this guy a real doctor?
He's a real doctor, and the funny thing about it, he's a real doctor, and I will show about this because it was an interview with one of the doctors who literally watch. He has never taken. He's not an active doctor. He's not been an active doctor with patients for 30 years. He's not, and he himself in 2016. He himself in 2016 wrote about this in the, what was it again? The health. I forgot the name of the organization that they did. I apologize for that.
World Health Organization?
No, not the WHO. It's for America. Not the WHO.
CDC?
No, not the CDC. It was something else, and I forgot it. It's like something else. A problem. But he published a paper about how to treat these kind of viruses. And the one thing that you could treat, which is very cheap and people could use it, which is the whole, the thing that everybody gets against. Like I said, if the president said you to breathe air, people would not breathe air for something because of weight. I forgot it was the Zoxy, whatever it is, the Zoxychloroquine. Hydrochloroquine with other stuff, the zinc and everything.
Zinc,
not just
vitamin A.
Yeah, and D. Don't forget D. D was it, but with all that other stuff, Fauci wrote about this, said that this would be a health or whatever, but he don't even take his own words for it. So yes, he is a true Dr. Kenoshi, but it just he right now he's feeling himself. He's in the
Flip
spotlight.
flop.
He's in the spotlight, so he wants to stay in the spotlight. He's literally a female. I wish I had a court trip.
A diva.
Just like a woman.
Women.
Because remember, when he was at the national games, his mask was down and he was around two people. He was not 6 feet apart. They don't follow their rules. They do not follow their own rules. And the people that Governor Newsom was at, where he was with, they were lobbyists, one. Two, they all were experts and they weren't following their rules. They were medical experts. And they're telling you, distance yourself. You wear a mask. You cuss your Christmas. But we don't gotta do that. Because I love the beginning part of his excuse. He was like, well, they had a lot of planning into his party, so they didn't want to stop it. A lot of people, and as I said in my video last night, a lot of people plan their job, plan their careers and jobs, and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to open up their businesses, and they got to shut down too.
So
That's
what about
bad.
their disruption? What
Exactly.
about their disruption?
Yeah, you're a self-made man. Suddenly, men in the White House prevented you from being a self-made man.
But hey, it doesn't matter about that because I got to play as a diva.
Basically. So
Yeah, we're gonna. You should cancel your holiday plans, and we're gonna eat our fruitcake with an ass-eating grin.
yep. Again, they're
Gavin Newsom,
literally. That's how crazy they are. They're literally having a cake and effing it right in front of you, right in front of you. It's like,
And they're laughing at you.
Oh,
they're
they're
laughing at you.
Yeah, cause here's that video I showed last night of him apologizing. He was smiling, like, yeah. And I love how these again. I never would understand, and being that trip and Kenoshi, we are like, I never. And you guys are not that. I'm just saying, I never understand this. How a lot of Christians let these guys use the Lord's name literally in the. I know using the Lord's name is vain is a sin, but these guys take it to the next level because they don't believe in it, but they use it just to condone the masses.
Yeah.
Talking about you being hell.
I mean, that's
just oh my goodness. And people vote for these.
That's really using the Lord's name in vain. In my opinion, is when you use God as a justification for your deviant acts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it kind of ironic because some of these governors of states that are kind of pretty anti-religion, except
exactly
the one.
Exactly. Yeah, and then people still vote. Like I said, you're Christian, you want to go to church, or you're Jewish, you want to go to I forgot what they call it again for the Jewish people.
Synagogue,
and Muslim and all that stuff. You vote for these people, and they say, hey, you can't go to your churches and stuff. They're the ones that say you can't worship, but you vote for them. I don't get that. It's just weird to me.
I don't get that either.
It's just weird to me. So I always ask the question of how that situation is. But anyway, that again, you can go and check out Project Open Mic last night, episode 22 on basically on YouTube. And again, we're gonna by the end of the year we're gonna try to spread out the podcast to many other things. But if you want to just go back to backlog all the stuff, yeah, check it out, Project Open Mic, and on YouTube, and you see what I was talking about. I show not only as Addison said before we started, I show not only audio evidence, visual evidence, even news article. I show everything when I do my stuff. And I'm not a journalist. I show my evidence though. And I show all my sources again in that one. That one last night, yeah, I use Fox and everything else because certain places just won't call out certain stuff. But again, I'm not a defender of Fox News because hey, they do certain things. Everybody has their bias. I've said that multiple times on this channel and on this show what I've done. So
hey, praise for the ones that did it right, and call out for the bastards that did not.
Exactly, and like as Kenoshi said, it did. Gretchen Whitmer, who also she's getting impeachment. I don't know. I mean, it's weird. We'll see how that turns out. She should lose her job. Heck,
Yeah.
Cuomo. Ted Wheeler, with Ted Wheeler, and Newsom, all of them should go to jail for what they have done. They
Oh
literally,
yeah.
they should go to jail. Are they gonna
Yeah.
go? No.
No.
I don't know. I kind of it kind of
It'd be a
feels
nice
like
thought, though.
it
I
kind
kind
of
of have a
feels like.
feeling.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead, Kenoshi.
I kind of have a feeling that there's a part of me that has this suspicious feeling that I don't think they're going to get away with it. Not as much as they used to.
A lot of look. I'll tell you this right now. Even though a lot of people are in their bubbles now, because they don't, some listen to mainstream media, or some in bubbles on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff like that. The
Twitter.
thing, and Twitter as well too. There is more people waking up that these people are phonies and fakes. There are more people waking up, but
Is it enough?
with all the propaganda going around, yes, that's the problem. Is it more? Yes, but it weighs what's going on with the tech giants and everything. That's hard to tell. That's the part that's rough. More people saying, "Wow, this is," because like we stated before, it's weird that back in 2016 they're like, "Oh, the elections are bad. With Russia helping, blah blah blah, all that stuff." Now they're like, "Oh, the elections are great, okay." I'm like,
We don't need no investigation like what we did with the Russia Gate thing. What
Well,
let's
that's
keep
the
up.
problem.
go ahead.
That's the problem. It's they're too obvious. Their lies just aren't that good anymore. I mean, you can
They're
argue
too
that their lies
blatant.
were never
We have
good, but
to believe them.
they're just way too obvious now.
Yeah, see what you said. Anderson, you were talking over Kenoshi. That
I'm saying, yeah, it's more obvious, but a lot of people can't put two and two together. Most people don't think, so even though it's right in their faces, they still get away with it. The point
Even
they
if
don't
they-
really gotta hide it.
Yeah, even if they fling the cow dung in their faces, it seems like they still don't get it.
If you try to point it out, they consider you crazy.
That is true for.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works out. Sad but true.
Want to smell it? No, good.
Stop. But again, as I said, we have other stuff that we could touch on. Like I said, this is just conversation started the side chat. Another, so I want to bring up something that you just get it over, like you were saying, Kanoshi. You were before we started, you were playing Street Fighter, right? Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so they leaked out the Capcom's games they want to bring out for up till 2024, right?
Yeah.
And I laughed because in that thing it had me laughing. It had Street Fighter 6, Super Street Fighter 6, Super Street Fighter 6 Ultimate. I'm like, they planned these crap. I'm like, they're planning
They're
these
doing
crap.
it again. They're
Yeah.
doing it again.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
of
people
course.
keep buying them, so why wouldn't they stop?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So we got Street Fighter, and maybe some Monster Hunter. What about those other?
No, they had a lot of stuff. They're gonna even though we told me and Andre did a video about this they're gonna do a final fight remake. So it's like, okay, took you long enough.
I guess Streets of Rage definitely light up their behinds.
Yeah.
Any Dino Crisis?
Give me a second there. Let me see if I could.
Power Stone.
Power Stone. Yes, they have a Power Stone. They had a Power Stone.
Give me Project Justice.
It's Resident Evil Outrage. Let me see here. Let me see if I could just so people will see stuff on the screen.
Any Ace Attorney for a fan like me?
Give me a second. I'm trying to move the screen around so I could show it on the screen. Like I said, project. I mean, the side chat we could talk about events, real stuff, but we're gonna talk about anything we can too if we could. So let me see here. There you go. It's on the screen now. That's one. I just want to make sure it's on the screen. So to what you were saying, Anderson. Let me see. Resident Evil Outrage Q4 2001, Dragon's Dogma 2, Street Fighter 6, third quarter of 2022.
Oh, Onimusha.
Rock Mega Man match. I don't know what the hell that is. More, I don't know what it is. 2022 Resident Evil 4 remake. Not surprising. 22. That they were gonna do it. Onimusha new work. 2022 Monster Hunter 6. 2023 Biohazard Apocalypse, which is basically Resident Evil. 2023 Street Fighter 6, Super Street Fighter 6.
Super Street Fighter 6.
2023 Final Fight Remake 2024 Power Stone Remake 2024 Ultra Street Fighter 6 2024 Captain Commando 2024
Oh, you got me there.
and Resident Evil Hank 2024.
No Darkstalkers. I thought they were going to bring over those Ace Attorney games with Sherlock Holmes over, but I guess
Well,
not.
this is like I said, this is it could be, but I mean, we'll see. We'll just see.
Yes, things might change.
Yeah.
Not set in stone. Power Stone.
Okay, really.
I'm gonna slap you.
Anyway,
let's slap you back.
But I do like this though. Street Fighter 6, Super Street Fighter 6. Every year, Ultra Street Fighter 6.
Ultra Street Fighter 6. I'm like, you know what? I'm surprised they didn't put Street Fighter 6 Ultra Edition Game of the Year.
My point is always like, I know they always do it so people buy the original first one. I know they're gonna do Ultra, so why even do that? Or trust me, in 2025 they're gonna be an arcade edition, like they did with Street Fighter 5.
Yep.
Championship.
Because I got to get on the trend, man. If I don't, then I'll be left behind once the Super and Ultra come up.
And the thing about it, they've been doing this since Street Fighter
2.
Really? Yeah, Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're gonna do it, but people, it's like, again, this is how people are weirdos in that regard. That's why I never bought that. I never bought that.
I'm like Capcom. Could you, even with these 3 versions of Street Fighter 6 games, can't it be just one generation of console after another, not all 3 in one?
Nope.
I noticed there was no Dino Crisis, no Breath of Fire, no Mega Man Legend 3.
No.
My goodness.
I mean, I don't know. This might not be the full list.
Also, the source code for Devil May Cry 2 and some other games got leaked as well. That's fun.
No, I mean, I remember Devil May Cry 2 was the worst one out of the games because it was not done by Kamiya.
Yeah, that's the fun. That's like nobody cares about that game. It doesn't matter. Ain't nobody gonna do anything.
Yeah,
with it.
even though a lot has been learned from that game, which is ironic.
Yep. It is. It's weird like that. It is weird like that. But what these people do, hey. So yeah, that was funny to see that. So you just prepare yourself if you're a gamer. Just wait until 2024 for Street Fighter. You can wait. Just wait. Why buy the game?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of games coming out. So,
or at least a fighting game of Chicago.
Yeah, that's really
Captain Commando, though.
Well, we'll see what they do with it.
That's all they don't mess it up, along with Final Fight too.
Play Guilty Gear. Play Guilty Gear Strive. It's probably going to be a better game anyway.
Okay, leader.
Take your opinion. I'll take your opinion on that.
I'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah. that is crazy. And right now, for our gaming people, we are enjoying like I said, I mean, there's a game that just came out for most of the gamers, but I think right now Anderson is playing it. I know, and I'm playing it.
Envious.
I know. So we were playing it, having fun with it. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But again, for the gamers out there, yeah, there's games out there coming out. You have consoles coming out. It's weird. There was another story of people getting appliances in UK instead of PlayStation 5. So I was like, wow. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I would be angry if you pay for that.
Yeah, we can't give you a PS5, so here, have this Tupperware set instead. Like, what?
Wow.
This? That's probably isn't even
Thought I
worth
heard wrong.
$500.
Yep, that's messed up. And then you have stupid people who are putting vapors into them Xbox One X. Why? You know what? I hope the electricity jumps out of Xbox X and jump to your mouth. And does a job when you blow that stuff on a console. Oh, that's wrong for doing that. That's wrong for doing that. No, that's laws of physics. Vapor and electricity don't mix. So I just hope you just. I don't wish death, but I understand. and we need to make the herd a little bit more smarter.
Hey.
Well, Iger, to quote Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, one spacebar log, these people got vapor for brains.
Dang.
Heck, I don't mind paralysis. They still live.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah, but it'll be sucking off from my taxpayer dollars. I don't want that.
Yeah.
You're stupid enough to do that. I'm sorry. It's just like when we see these news stories, people put condom through their nose and they take the Tide Pod challenge. Go right ahead. People say, "Oh, you're a mean person." No, I didn't force them to do the problem. They did it. So if they're stupid enough to do that, the consequences is on them. Play a stupid game, win a stupid prize.
Why do people really want to negate consequences of their actions so badly?
That's one of the reasons why America is in a state it is right now. Consequences of their actions. Nobody wants to take responsibility for what they've done.
Now they want somebody else to flip the bill or just blame somebody who wasn't even there.
Yeah. We're saving too many stupid people. Said it before.
And then
yeah. Saving too many stupid people. I was like, good grief, you people are something else. Why would y'all do stuff like that? But am I shocked and surprised? No. No, I'm not. Basically, I might do a video also about something that came out majorly, which is, let me see. You know what? Let's see, I'm on a rolling away. Let me see if I can bring that part up too. His trip helped me out on that. Give me a second. His trip helped me out looking for a thing I was looking for. As we jump, like I said, these are conversation starters, people. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, so let me see if I can bring that up on the screen as well too. Cause I'm gonna read the article, and I read most article, but not all of it. I want to go through it. I'm not gonna go, read it live, but just take out the tidbits of it. I'll put a link into the description when I do the video, so you can watch it yourself too. But,
please, because this is really concerning, even for me as an outsider. Because
what you see on your screen is something that I kind of, it's weird how people do stuff. Outgoing Syria envoy admits hiding U.S. troop numbers to the president and praises the president Mideast record because they were surprised that would happen. They were surprised that would happen because there were no foreign wars that got underneath President Trump. Were there attacks? Yes, and it was precise and definitive, and people got the message. Okay, this is not one person to mess with.
Yep.
oh, Trump is being presidential.
Well, it just again no, is Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly but walk with a big stick. Now Trump speaks loudly, but he still walk with that stick though.
Yep.
That's what the difference was.
Hey, I'm a teddy bear, but just because I'm a teddy bear doesn't mean the bear behind me is not there.
Because this is like I said, this is a literally, I'm gonna have to say, this is a disturbing report about how they lied because they didn't believe that Syria would have calmed down. Syria did calm down because what happened. A lot of people forgot this, and this is the truth. But people don't want to hear the truth. But this is the truth. When President Obama was in office with Biden, ISIS, there's a treaty that you should not use chemical weapons, gas, and everything. Okay, well, Syria was using chemical weapons all the time, and Obama literally told them, "Hey, if you don't stop doing it, you're gonna suffer the consequences of the American might." So he drew a line in the sand, and Syria was like the old Bugs Bunny cartoon. Whoop! Just step over
Draw a
it.
line in the sand and just walk over it. Another
Yeah.
line in the sand, walk over it.
Yeah. So once they figure out that President Obama he's not in his convictions,
Call out his bluff. Like,
they call his
he's
bluff. Yeah,
bluffing.
they literally did. They call his bluff, and they start doing horrible stuff more and more and more. Now, President Trump became that. What happened is they did a bluff, and Russia did the same thing too. They did a bluff against Trump. Well, what he did was, so Syria was like, well, let's see what he is. Let's step over the line, and Trump literally punched him in the face. Get the F back, because he did that. He gave him that strike, and they were like, oh crap, this is not the same guy. Okay, and have you heard anything from Syria for the last 4 years?
No.
Nothing.
Hello? Oh, we got down.
I remember that day. I remember when the people on the other side were going nuts about it.
Yep.
And some of them are still, well, it's the principle of the thing. He shouldn't have done that. But look at the results. I can't complain with the results.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you just that was in that one instance. People on the right were exactly like the people on the left.
Yeah, and it's funny now because the people on the left is the Democrats are saying we need, because Trump is trying to bring her troops back home. They're saying you should not do that. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you guys were the anti-Trump, the anti-war people.
Let's go back all the way back to the jolly old 2000s when the Democrats were calling Bush a war criminal.
Yeah, a
warmonger.
And no, you're right, and a war criminal. Now they're saying that. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find an audio clip so people can understand who I'm talking about. I might go find it quickly. But reading this thing and reading other stuff, because also it's in the Washington Post and New York Times about they lied, and and basically, just let me sum this up quickly. They're shocked that President Trump's style of negotiating has not caused. Not only has it not caused no wars, it has caused peace treaties.
Yeah.
Peace treaties. Literally has caused peace treaties.
He's like, hey Vlad, what did you say? Trump did what? Call Brushenko. I tell you, call him now.
But no, I mean, peace treaty in the Middle East where people say, "Oh, that would never happen." Well, it happened, and Trump did exactly what I always said he should have done, which is, you're not gonna make friends. You're not gonna go with the Palestinians because they just want problems. This is what it is, because again, they bomb kids and everything, but nobody want to talk about them. He's like, okay, you know what? Let's not talk to them. Hey, Arabia, you want to make a deal with Israel? Hey, let's put it together. It happened. Hey, Sudan, you want to make a peace deal? It happened. UAE. That's how he's making deals left, right.
Yeah.
If I have to be honest with anybody, I mean, I like his economics and everything too. But if I was, because again, they're gonna put Susan Rice or John Kerry, and they were horrible at their jobs. If Biden gets back in, Why would I put those two? Those two was horrible at their jobs. People died because of them. Crazy. Hell, I mean, I wish you could be like, okay, you know what? I wish Joe Biden would have the four, but Joe might. I say might. I'm not saying 100%. I'm like a 10% chance. Kamala would never. I know that insufferable woman would never do it when she becomes president.
Let's go.
I know she would never do it. How about we keep him as the president as the president right now as Secretary of State or something, and let him do the negotiation because he's doing a damn good job that anybody has done from since Reagan.
Hey Johnny, where's the Nobel Peace Prize?
Oh yeah, I know, right? And again, I do not blame Obama for getting the Nobel Peace Prize for not doing nothing. That's not his fault. It was one of those things, just like Newsom, that kind of exposes how the committee is a joke. The Nobel Peace Prize is a joke.
Joke. Yep.
So you won't do it for President Trump for what he has done, literally done
Actually
stuff.
accomplished.
Yeah, but you give it to people who didn't do nothing. Funny how that works.
Yep.
They're just like the Grammys, the Oscars, everything else.
Oh yeah.
At this point, who cares?
So go in the Twilight Zone?
No, the Nobel Peace Prize for like for science and all the other stuff. Those those are because those are factual. You know what I mean? Those are like you got to prove the evidence and everything on that one. Those make sense. I respect those, but the Peace Prize and literature, no, I don't. Those are just opinionated things. And self-righteous pieces of nonsense, in my opinion. Let me see.
Self-righteous pieces of backwater. I'll stop right
there. I got you. But it is that though.
That's pretty crazy.
How do you tell me how that makes sense with how that those
Well, they don't like the fact that Trump is creating peace because they were making money off of these wars.
Yeah, and this includes this includes the Republicans. So don't even the war the industrial complex is a big thing.
Man. It's not about Republicans versus Democrats. It's about the people versus the government.
Easy money.
Yep. That's what it is.
I mean, since Americans have the attention span of a goldfish. Remember when the Republicans were doing their damnedest to make sure that Trump wouldn't get the nomination back in 2016?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's who kind of screwed him right now because they just like I said, look how much time
they call him never Trumpers, right?
Yeah, Mitt Romney what he did.
Yeah.
Oh, and I gotta say too, I saw a video. Oh my goodness, it made me cringe. It was just talking. It was just an interview, but it made me cringe. Y'all, and she's talking. It was this lady who escaped from North Korea. Wow, that country is weird. Jeez.
Oh, the things I've heard and some things I've seen. Yep.
Oh my goodness, it made me cringe. They thought she had a appendix. They thought, okay, for those who are squeamish, because I'm not going to deny it. This girl, she would, of course, she will malnutrition badly.
Oh,
but she had a tummy or whatever. They thought she had a ruptured appendix, so they operated on her. Little girl, 30 years old, no anesthesia.
Oh
boy.
And then they found out, no, she was I'm like, wow. I was like, no anesthesia. Oh my goodness. You're no anesthesia. You're not knocked out. Oh hell no.
There must have been some bawling of pain.
Oh my goodness. It was. Oh wow.
You have to stay through all of that, still conscious.
The CDC
ripped open and sewed back together. Okay, I'm talking too much about this.
Yeah.
If that girl is still has any spare sanity left, that's a testament.
No. She's alive. She's doing stuff right now. She's alive. She's like 20 in her 30s, and she's like telling people you do not want she's one
Yeah,
of those women like you don't want socialism in your country, but these
I mean,
people.
yes, she's alive, but it's a miracle that she hasn't lost her sanity. That's what Addison is doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I got you. Cause I was like, what? Oh my goodness. Ugh. That's again, proud for her for doing what she gotta do. Props for her for that. But man, that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous right there. Oh crap. Okay, that's not the one the video I'm looking for. But I was like, and that's just the first part of the interview. It's like there's 3 more parts. I'm like, you already got me queasy. Holy crap.
Like, can't go anymore. Can't go anymore.
Oh, guess worse, I bet. Do you want to go further, or do we stop it here?
Huh? No. I'm talking about like her story. Like her story. I have not. That's what I'm talking about. Like I want to. It's intriguing to listen to how people live on other, on other, other stuff. So I just want to see, what they say.
Yeah, how people say the grass is greener on the other side, and people get envious about that. I'm like, well, be glad you at least got grass on your lawn. Other people don't. Maybe be appreciative of what you have. What you think other people have, they don't.
Yeah. What is the old story? One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's toilet is another man's water. So, but people just see it in a different way. It looked like I'm gonna have to go find that video. I'm sorry, I gotta go find that video. I can't find it this quickly. It was a video of a Democrat saying, which was as usual, the usual. You would swear if you hear the video, you would think it without seeing the face, you would think it was AOC, but it was not AOC. It said because of stupidity, not the voice, the stupidity. It said taking troops, President Trump taking troops from bringing the troops home from Afghanistan and Syria is wrong because that's gonna bring troops. They're gonna bring troops in body bags. I'm like, how are they gonna bring How are they gonna be in body bags if they're home? What?
Yeah.
They don't listen to what it's literally one. If what Orange Man says, we do opposite. Literally.
God, I wish you really would tell them, air is good.
Breathing is a good thing. I love breathing. I love breathing so much so they could be like, oh, I don't like air. Go ahead. Please.
The world needs it.
Yeah, that's true. The world does need it.
Here, let me maybe somebody should come over and put your head in a if you hate air so much, maybe somebody should come and put your head in a bowl of water and wait for the thrashing this time.
Hey!
I remember that quote from the guy from Alaska.
Well, damn, Kenosha. I mean,
no, it's a Kenosha saying it from is a quote from Alaska. Is a while back, but I know he got that quote from. And it was funny when a person said it on the air too. Whoa.
Like, hey, gentlemen, let me meet you the ostrich position.
He said, just wait for the thrashing to start. I can just about imagine that moment.
No, not start. No, stop. Wait for the thrashing to start. It was basically it was a news anchor saying that about because they were talking about somebody. I'm gonna keep it out of the way because if I say it, people get biased. So it was basically a news anchor talking about how this guy was talking horrible about this person's daughter. He said the father should take this dude, put him in a river, I wait for the thrashing to stop. I was like, wow.
Wow.
I was like, damn, that dude is just That
Hey,
was
gentlemen,
He's
put him at
hardcore.
the outback.
that person was hardcore. He said it live on air too, and people was like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that." Well, this guy was disrespecting the dude's daughter, so I get where he was. And he was talking about the dude's daughter's father for doing that. To do that, he was giving advice on it. But yeah, it was just despicable.
That
But
was good advice.
well, it was good advice. I get it, but you can't do with violence. You can't promote violence. We should not. That's the point. But it did happen though. It did happen. That's what Kanoshi got it from because I remember the interview. Oh man. But yeah, so it's just like I said, so it was weird that she said that. I'm like, that does not make sense at all. How would the soldiers be in body bags if they're home? You bring them back soldiers in body bag, but they're home.
Alive.
They're gonna die coming back. They're gonna die once they reach their homes.
Trust me.
They're gonna die of boredom of being at home.
Must be. I don't know what she was saying that, but that makes no sense to me. But again, I will do a full thresh on that story because it needs to be talked about. I don't think. I'll do it on it basically be a straight chaser. I don't know the project because as you all know, next week is Thanksgiving. Project for people who do cross platform between Project Open Mic and Side Chat. I'm not gonna do a show on Thanksgiving, of course, but we will do the Side Chat Friday. But spend time with your family, chill, do what you gotta do, protect yourself, be careful, like I said, but don't listen to these governors with their nonsense, okay?
Celebrate tonight. Come on.
With all the crap that's going on this year, including those who maybe lost their jobs or whatever, you might have be thankful for some things. Be with your family, okay? Just take the necessary precautions. But y'all going to kiss my butt if you think I'm going to put out a mask to chew my food in my own house. Nope.
Exactly.
Hey, why not, man? Hey, you don't protect your food from what?
The food is dead.
Actually, it depends. It depends.
No. Well, the bacteria is live. Yes, you could do that. Yes, but I don't. But yeah, but again,
now, look, listen. I would just like to think that the lettuce in your salad has some life in it. It doesn't want to be infected.
Hey, speaking of food, I was listening to a streamer. I think some of us have followed for a while.
Okay.
And I was listening to one of Grimpachi's streams, and he was talking about how I wasn't sure what he meant by this. Maybe you guys, if you watched this stream a few days ago, about how because now he's
I didn't even know he was alive.
Nah, he's still alive.
Now he's gone vegan, and he says how meat doesn't have protein in it. It comes from the plants that the animals eat. And I was like, wait, isn't protein like one of the building blocks of life?
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's a part of your part of your cells. Yeah.
So I figured protein, and I looked it up. I was like, yeah, protein exists both in there's types of proteins that exist in plants, and there's types of proteins that exist in animals. I was like, what is he talking about? I'm not sure.
Well, that's just like you said. I'm not sure, but no, proteins in. And again, look, there's some people out there who could handle. There's some, not a lot. There are a lot of people out there who can be vegan, the whole 9 yards, and do it and have enough energy because some people have that. A lot of people who try that stuff, they have no energy and they become malnutrition.
Well, the thing is, he also was talking about how people who are vegan are a lot stronger than people who eat meat, and how I guess he was talking about how vegan weightlifters are a lot stronger than weightlifters. It's like, okay, there are so many other variables that go into that.
But
what about raw genetics?
But see, here's my thing. I know the podcast you're talking about. I didn't watch all of it. I started, but I had to work. But I would say this. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but just based off of looking at this objectively, I don't think it's even possible to be 100% vegan Because, for example, here's why I say that. No matter what product you claim you buy in the store, you have no way of knowing whether all the labels and everything they put on that product is telling you the truth. For example, when you buy some in the store, you know when they say this has been this is grass fed beef, which means it's natural. Guess what? If you do a quick search, I say about 2 to 5 minutes on Google, you will actually find out that just because something says grass fed does not mean it's being grass fed from birth to death. It could mean they were raised in a grass fed facility, but still fed the same stuff that makes it harmful in the first place.
Okay, but that's a meat. I get what you're saying, but that's
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But even when it comes to when stuff says, "Oh, this is organic,"
no, organic is a bust. No, organic is. I give you that one. That's a bust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we only
term.
go by what stuff says on a label. We don't know if the label is actually telling the truth or not. We just trust what it says. So to me, when you say you're 100% vegan, yeah, based off what a label says, that doesn't mean that what you're eating is truly a vegan food. It can be the complete opposite, and that's been proven before.
Yeah, but I mean, you're correct. I'm not denying that part, but I mean, there's vegans who do. Like I said, it depends on what
unless you really do grow all your own food and you use fertilizer that you made yourself to grow said food, so you know the fertilizer is not tainted. Then at that point, maybe.
No. Even if the fertilizer, what do you mean by tainted?
Meaning that even if you grow your own food, the stuff you're using to grow your own food, that stuff could actually have harmful products in it.
Yeah, I get that. You still been. I'm asking a question about the whole tainted. I mean, fertilizer is fertilizer. What would be tainted in the fertilizer that makes it not vegan?
Like for example, bat droppings are considered like one of the best fertilizers. Period.
Guano,
yeah. However, how do we know the bats that did that, that produced that, whatever? How do we know that that ecosystem hasn't been affected by, say, human interaction? We don't know that for sure. No different than people. I know people that say, "Oh man, I love tilapia." That is actually a heavily farmed fish.
Yes, I get that. But here's the thing, though. Well, okay, what does a fertilizer got to do with it being not vegan or not? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No. When I said that, I'm just giving an example of no one controls the process or knows the whole process and what's involved from beginning to end.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna say because I'm gonna say, what does even if the guana eat meat, whatever, and the humans, whatever the product was to grow, it's still a product. It's still vegan because it grew from the ground.
And also, some of the stuff I came across is that when animals eat plants, they synthesize it, like it's synthesized through their systems or whatever, and becomes somewhat of a new protein or a different protein.
That could be true. Yeah, that could be true too. I mean, again, like I said, there's a lot more to this thing of what people. Like I said, my thing is that you live your life the way you want to do it, and moderation.
Yeah, I have no problems with vegetarians or vegan. The problem I have is the kind of people.
Is the preaching? Is the preaching? Let's just be honest. Is the preaching? You want to do that with your life? Good. You want to say, hey, your life feels better that you did this? That's all cool with that. But to force it down people's throat, I don't care if it's Christianity, I don't care if it's religion, I don't care if it's vegan. I don't like that part.
And not even that. And not even that. I agree with what you said, but my thing is, okay, let's say you do feel great, but stop pretending. But don't always make it seem as though you feel better than I do because of your choice.
That's what.
Well, I eat this way, and I'm more energetic, so that means I got more energy than you. You don't know what my energy levels are like.
Yeah, and that's good for you. That's great for you. I give you applause, and if I had a cookie, I give you a cookie. But what do you want me to say?
Yeah, go ahead and consume. Go ahead and put all that MSG on your vegan food if you want to.
Yeah, a lot of the foods like the Impossible Burger and stuff that has high salt intake. That is the truth. People don't know that.
As I said, I'm not in a person that hates a vegan. Nothing against them personally. I don't judge them at all,
I
as
don't
you
like to
said.
preach.
But when you try to preach that what you're doing is so much better that everyone should do it, okay, that's debatable.
Well, again, I don't care if you preach it in that regard either, because I can't be a hypocrite and say what I say on the show or certain things. I have the problem with that. But when you force it down people's throat, that's the difference. Whatever. Well, you're not vegan. You should eat vegan. You'll be more happy. Blah, 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 blah. I'm happy right now. Leave me the hell alone. Seriously, leave me the hell alone.
And you know, the whole longer life thing, again, it comes down to genetics. Like there are people that can drink, smoke, and do high intense drugs and live to like 150. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's the genetic factor in it. Sometimes it just doesn't matter how healthy you are. Sometimes you're gonna get that cancer.
Yeah, my point is not everything is distilled down to simple stuff.
Yeah,
that is what it is. There's some step. Look, not everything. There are some things that can be, but the way that you live, and like Kenoshi said, genetics has a big role into as well as what you got. I know a person who eats healthy, whatever, but they have lupus. Still hard. Or kids who their parents had they didn't know they had AIDS and they grew up and have that deficiency again, immune deficiency. And again, they could eat all the healthy whatever, but there's some days where that virus or HIV gets to you. Just is.
Yeah.
Do the best for yourself. Do your own research, do the best for yourself. And that's the best way I can look when it comes to life. Because I don't want to tell people, because again, I can't be a hypocrite on this show on Project Open Mic, because there's comes a time when I talk about, hey, don't do this, don't do that. You would have a simple life if you don't want. If you take the advice, okay. But if you don't wanna, that's all right. That's your problem. But I don't want to hear the crying and bitching. Just don't.
It's like, why didn't you tell me this? I'm like, I
told you
did tell you this, but you made the choice of not listening. So that's on you.
I move on from that. Yeah.
Contrary to this guy's belief, Grandpa's belief, I would say just eat in moderation and do what works for you.
That's what I always say.
He believes that, we're kind of all the same genetically, but I was thinking about this today. It's like, not every medication works for everybody, No. People's chemistry is, slightly different. People, you can have 6 people take the same medication and both of them, everybody gets a different side effect.
I'm going to use this word. It's a triggering word for most people, but it's what it is. If you ever looked at, I've done this when I was in college and it's pretty cool. If you microscope a lot of snowflakes, the patterns are so widely different. Are they going to be, if you take all the different snowflakes which are hundreds of millions of thousands, are you going to find a similar pattern? Yes. But if you take just a handful and you do the thing like we did in our science class in NC State, it looked like, damn it, it's a different pattern. It's the same composition, but it's a different pattern.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Kenoshi, but castor oil and Robitussin have always worked for everybody.
All right.
People.
I'm pretty sure X-Lax works for everybody. I don't care who you are.
Well, it works, but it works differently for some people. There are people who are super constipated that won't do nothing for them.
What was that?
Oh, you basically would kill a toilet.
Jack Armstrong has a weird allergic reaction to ibuprofen. I think what it is. Or was it no, not ibuprofen. It was that painkiller, common painkiller that everybody takes. Vicodin. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, and also he also has an allergic reaction to an EpiPen, which is weird because if he gets stung by a bee, he got to take an EpiPen, but still get an allergic reaction. Yeah, it's weird. People, it's just weird how things work out like that. It is.
Human nature isn't 1-to-1.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
Human nature or human biology?
Human biology.
Human biology.
Human biology. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Thank you, Anderson.
Yeah. Human biology is different. He is correct about that. So yeah. But no, you do that's why I'm saying with the whole lockdown. Again, I have an aunt who is very sick. I've not seen her from since February. I'm not going to the house to see her. Not that she's not on deathbed. If she's on deathbed, that's a different story. But she's not on deathbed. I'm not going to see her because I understand. I talk to her. We chit chat. We text. Whatever. My responsibility to do that. But her nieces and her grandchildren and everything. Yeah, come on over. Have Thanksgiving. Whatever. What happened? And they don't live with her. I'm just saying they don't live with her grandchildren. But my point like that. It's so stupid. These rules are dumb, and again, they contradict themselves. They don't listen to their rules. The rules are contradicting themselves. So it's just like
ironic.
Let's not play. I'm not even going to pretend this idiocracy with these people. I'm not.
Speaking of idiocracy, that's one of the best movies you should watch.
Yep.
I knew it.
It is that look, Animal Farm, 1984.
And I think it's actually free. You can watch it right now for free. I think it's on Crackle or Hulu or something.
Yeah.
Somebody has Idiocracy, and I'm telling you, if you're a person that you really do feel that most people around you just do the dumbest stuff, you can understand why when it should be common sense. That movie is going to speak to you, and you're going to understand exactly who you are.
In volume.
Yep. I'm going to trigger some people, but Mike Judge over Seth MacFarlane and Matt Groening. That's right.
I got you. Anyway,
he has a militant attitude against Seth MacFarlane, which might be for good reasons. I don't know. I don't really follow actors or
neither do
people like that.
Neither do I. I don't know. Well, like I said, let's do a little bit of the chat before we call it a night. So let me bring it up here. Give me a second here. Had the chat up. Crap. So we could talk about some of these crazy nonsense stuff. Nope. Okay, it went down. What the hell? It went. Give me a second. I apologize. The chat went out for a second. I gotta bring it back up. Okay, there you go. Got it. Sorry. All right. We have again. Oh, okay. Let's see. The chat tonight. We have 1,700 people listening to us live. That's good. Hey, again, thank you for it is on Tempo FM. Yeah, you guys could go to tempo.fm. If you are in the UK mostly, but people listen to music and stuff through that. So you could get the show. Literally, Tempo FM is where I used to have Radio T3, where it was broadcasting all over the world. So Radio T3 this Project Open Mic is an extension of Radio T3, and that's where it comes from. So let me see. Let's go with Sam McCorrick from the UK. Quarantine is when you restrict the movement of sick people. Tyranny is when you restrict the movement of healthy people. Can't argue with that. That is true.
Can't argue.
That is true. Richard Bates from UK. If Trump was not the president, imagine what the world would have become. I don't think most people realize that this is a war that we're involved in, culture war. It's true, and that's what we talk about. That's why when I bring up politics, really, like I said, to the degree I don't really care about the politics too much. I really don't. But because culture is downstream from politics, that's why I brought it up. That's why I bring stuff like that up, because they control the culture. Hollywood. Go ahead.
Also, the thing is that, since the baby boomers and even Gen Xers did a pretty decent job in convincing people that there's no God or, no religion, ultimately everybody gravitated towards politics as the new religion.
Yeah.
I've created a cult of personality around these various politicians. And people who are Trump is also guilty of this. There's also
Yeah,
an unhealthy cult of personality around Trump.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
She's right. And let me finish up this basis. Because it goes to what you just said. Believing that God is a warning, believing that God is warning us that if we continue to live this world without Him, He will definitely show us the type of world we can have if we don't serve Him. This is the time to wake up for a call for freedom. So basically you finished. You kind of go where we were saying, Kanoshi.
Yeah.
So thank you, Base, for that. Sherry Malines from Germany. I thank you for the show that you do. Thank you. Last night's show was eye opening to see the literal hypocrisy of these people preaching to us. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you that you watched last night's show because it's weird. Just to give
And
you
understand too.
it's a weird thing because I don't have a cross. The show comes off Thursday, Friday, but I don't have but less than 50% of people watch both of them. But hey, it is what it is. I understand that. Again, thank you for that though, Sherry. Let me see. Clinton Freewell from France. This is not because of the virus. It's about complacency. Yeah, that's true too. They want to make sure
True.
that you try to keep complacent. Um, Grace Finaldo from UK. He asked a question. Well, okay, we can ask a question again. We do different topics. What do you guys? Since you brought up gaming, what do you guys play on? All right, I'll start first. I barely play a little bit of PC, but I mostly play. I play PC gaming, but I have a Nintendo Switch. I play Nintendo games majority of the time, and third party games that's on the Switch. I have a Vita and a 3DS as well too.
Just keep the answer simple. You have almost everything.
No, I don't. I don't have a PlayStation stuff or Xbox.
I said almost, man.
Yeah, but that's me. Oh well, no more. That's me. Triple M. What about you? Okay, you said all of us. So
I don't know. Since I'm the cheap bastard over here, I mostly buy and play Nintendo consoles and games.
That won't make you cheap.
whatever.
No, Nintendo's actually good.
Okay,
Yeah,
stop.
well, no, actually, though, you say you're cheap bastards. Like, no, if you think about the cost of their games and they rarely ever go on sale, you're kind of the expensive bastard.
Basically,
Just saying.
That's what I was saying. I'm not sure where you
Okay.
guys to buy from.
Got you.
Well, let's just say I don't have enough to buy other consoles that is not Nintendo made.
Got you.
Okay.
Kanoshi, what about you? What you play on? Your platform you play on?
I on a PC, a Switch, and a PlayStation 4. At least that's where I got hooked up to my monitor. Mostly play PC.
Okay.
He's an elite. If you can't get it, he's an elitist. But go ahead.
whatever.
Oh,
Dr.
boy.
Phil, Dr.
And
Shannon, what
Achilles.
about you?
I play everything. Right now, I actually have my 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch and Wii U all hooked up simultaneously. And in fact, I'm looking at some recent games I picked up for the cheap. I finally got my Marvel Ultimate Alliance, my Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and Saints Row 4 was only $13.
I got you. Miss Anderson, you?
That ain't none of your business, but okay.
Stop being an ass, man. Really.
Switch, Wii U, Wii for GameCube games too. PS3, trying to get a PS4 on the cheap. Doug, you better help me out with that. DS Lite for Game Boy Advance games, 3DS.
Oh, I
This
didn't go to the
computer that
mobile.
I'm supposed to be using for something else, not gaming. And also some things on the phone, like Professor
you.
Lane or Ace Attorney.
Okay. And I'll add to like what I just said to I also got a Wii U as well too. I play the Wii U as well too. So yeah. Okay.
So basically, we're those gamers that we're not dedicated to one platform. It may seem that way at times. We're definitely not.
this is not that platform we talk. Yeah. Anyway.
Except I'm the
I
outlier.
don't care about any
Kelly
of that,
Dawn.
Doc. I wish you'd stop.
Shame
Kelly-
on me.
Kelly Dolan from UK. just like Pelosi getting her hair done in a mandatory closed hair salon without wearing a mask. These people are diabetical. The and Governor Whitmer from Michigan is not wearing a mask. If you're not wearing a mask, you get a $500 misdemeanor. But massive voter fraud goes unpunished. Go figure. Wow.
Discrepancy.
Well, if the articles of impeachment go through and they actually have a trial, you might actually learn that she might have been part of it.
The reason all this bad stuff is happening is because people are letting it happen. I mean, weren't fireworks like banned for July 4th, and how many people still set them off anyway? That's a show of defiance.
It's on this channel. It is literally on this channel in my neighborhood. People still set off fireworks. I showed a drone footage of it.
I set out some. I won't lie.
Yeah, so why the government only controls you because you let it.
Got you. Robert McTavish. When politics starts telling you who you are and who you can invite for the holiday season, that's where I draw the line. Hell no. Well, there you go. From Germany. I'm with you. And also, yes, I forgot. Germany right now is going through a second lockdown, and they are literally out there saying, "Oh hell no."
They're not happy. They're not happy.
France, Germany, France, Belgium, and Denmark. They're literally having people. They're not doing that. So shout out to you guys. So again, Americans, a lot of Americans ain't doing that per se, but yeah, that is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Another one from Robert McTavish. Did you have you talked about what happened over the weekend with the Million Mega March? No, but what happened on the weekend was, of course, in the daytime, because these BLM and Antifa are punks. In the daytime, when there are thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people there, they weren't doing nothing. But in the night, when people are separated, that's when they started the violence. I'm telling you,
they lurk in the shadows.
They're looking in the shadows, yeah.
Hey, chickens!
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm happy that some of the people who did do horrible stuff, they were arrested.
They got arrested.
Now the problem is though, are they going to be convicted? Because a lot of these leftist mayors and governors released them back.
They released them, let them go.
Yeah, so literally this guy.
Well, that's the thing. Even if they get convicted, what's not to stop some crazy left with money of bailing them out?
Yeah, like I mean, Hollywood. The conviction still goes on your record and stuff like that. If you get convicted, at least that happens. But if they just bail you out and you just been arrested, that won't go on your your record like that.
Expunged.
Yep. So that's the difference in that regard.
How many people? Because I heard there are only like 5,000 people there or something like that.
Where?
With the Million MAGA March.
That was not 5,000. Holy crap! If you look at those videos, that is not 5,000. That was.
Yeah, I was watching. I was watching RT stream. It was like, my first reaction is like, "Holy crap!" There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, it wasn't a million. I don't know, but it was up in 100. It was up in the hundreds of thousands. Cause that thing was humongous. The drone footage I've seen of that thing. Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a standing ovation for a president like that for a while.
Since Obama. No,
since Obama at least. Yeah.
Since Obama. Because remember, Joe Biden, if he becomes president, has been the least enthusiastic president in modern history.
Yeah.
He has.
And somehow he got 120% of vote in some of these places.
That's the problem. That's the one I didn't like with what you said with up in Wayne County, where those two guys did that. 71% of people the reason that there's a difference, and they were like, oh, it's because of race, because of black people. No. How the heck more people voted than was registered? That don't make sense.
Can someone put that in the?
It's possible, man. You know, what about people's kids? If people would use their kids to sign up for houses and apartments, they can use their kids to vote.
Well, it's illegal, as you know that. It is.
Exactly.
Hey,
So
nothing's illegal unless you get caught.
that's the problem.
Love it.
What's going on now?
So so all these governors that have been caught.
Yeah, and the news media and the news media lie for them. So yeah, it is what it is. Sherry Wright, seriously, let the system work. Oh, and the system has been so
Compromised.
upstanding, ethical, moral, and law-abiding for the average citizen. So let me get this straight. 2016, it was stolen, everything was wrong. Now everything is just and right. Gotta love this. You're correct, girl, from UK. You're correct. That is true.
Mhm.
That's the part that blows my mind when people say something like,
Yep.
what?
Yep, I've been hearing that a lot lately. Even if it was stolen, it's only fair because Trump stole the election in 2016. We had to steal it back.
Oh, that's good.
Hi, California.
Mind blown.
Basically, Dana Dumer. I just watched the before watching your show, you guys' show. I just watched the thing on ABC. He's the governor of New York is receiving an Emmy for his COVID response. That is ridiculous. This dude literally killed people. I don't care. YouTube could strike this or face whatever, but I have evidence, and the AP talked about it. He put sick people in nursing homes who had this disease. That's what he did. That was despicable. He should be locked up in a jumper suit. Sorry, y'all want to say put Trump in that? Okay, put him in there. Put Cuomo. Put Ted Wheeler. Put Newsom. Put Richmond. Put all of them in there. For all I care.
Hey, I don't want to get your channel, your video copyright struck or whatever. But I was just gonna give a little impression. Y'all are despicable.
That's not gonna copyright it. That's not whatever.
Hey, I mean that's somebody's voice. I mean, you know how they can be.
No, you could do imitation. That's not a copyright thing.
I mean, well, somebody probably does have that copyright. I can see that happening. You know how they're funny.
Everything is illegal. Everything is copyrighted. You'll get struck if you make your own music on YouTube.
When everything is illegal, everything is legal.
Basically.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yep. That's just what it is.
Yeah, we're not setting the rules. We just
break them.
Follow it.
Yeah. But again, that guy, yeah, Como should not. No, I'm sorry. No. That's crazy. From UK, Ricky Lauren. I'm getting to the point that only person who listened lately, but the voice of reason and sea of comedy is not in politics today. That's true. It never was. It really never was. Politics is a dirty game. Just dirty game. It's always been that. There are a few people that come out that say reasonable stuff, but the opposition just call them horrible stuff. That's just what it is. So
even hyperbole.
Yeah, they use hyperbole and everything. Just like in that video what I played last night at the end of Project Open Mic, where you saw those two dudes literally outed and doxed the woman's children where they go to school and everything. I'm like, that is just despicable. Yeah, and again, they use the cover of, oh, your soul will go to hell and blah blah blah. But you just did a despicable thing. You same thing too, dude.
I'm like, wait. What does my family have to do with the policy?
And again, this is a white man using black people to get the way he wants to do stuff. I love that. I just love that. Because again,
let's not use the W and the B word, man.
Oh wait, so we should use ebony and ivory?
yeah. You know what? That would be very comical if we did that from here on out. Ebony, ivory, yeah.
Whatever. My point is this. It's funny. Here's the funny in Michigan. So they went to that despicable way of doing that thing. Okay, I got a question. are you guys gonna put those people who in Flint, Michigan, which were Democrats, that poisoned the water, got poisoned, and everything? Are we gonna talk about getting them in jail? No.
Please, let me hear that.
So I don't like that standard how it is. But hey, survey Tom from France. I don't know what's the problem is with the new curfew. Everybody agrees the virus comes out at night. Okay, and that's gonna be it gotta be sarcastic.
Okay, okay. Turn the podcast off. Done. That's it.
Bird Newton mother.
No. That one step too far.
Hey, that's one joke I could go with, sir. I am with that person.
Because those viruses is definitely destructible.
I know, right?
Whoever wrote that, man, you know what? You deserve some type of, small prize.
Hey, his name is Survey Tom from France. That's what his name is. I give credit to the guy.
He gets my applause.
Yep. That's what it was, man. Oh wow. Okay, and I gotta give it to John Galt, also from France, saying, which is, of course, you're saying common sense stuff. Come on, man. So they're locking down everything. How about closing the southern border?
Oh, you know they're gonna try to destroy the wall, let everybody in.
And it's just funny. A sanctuary state.
That is funny. Oh my god.
Letting Mexicans who have been affected harder than most people with this virus. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I love this story because they always switch it. It's like black people have been affected by this. Then it was Hispanic. Then it turned to people of color. Like, can you just make who's affected the worst? You can't keep jumping around with this thing.
I hate the term people of color coming back in. Like, I never understood the term people of color. If you don't have color, you're dead.
Or albino.
Well, that's one and two. That's
actually, albino is still a color, but
white is also a color too.
Yeah, but of course, given the technicality of our understanding, we consider the lack of pigmentation as a lack of color. But to me, color is something you can see regardless. If I can see you, then you're a color. Only people that don't have color are ghosts.
I know, right?
Or dead.
Yeah. Jason Shamatz from Germany. Jason Shamatz. Yes, people. We can't. This can't be enough. People need to revolt. I mean, like you in Germany, so yeah, they are revolting. They will do nonstop. However, most people are apathetic sheep and obliviously to listen to everything virtually. I'm like, yeah. People, that's why I said literally what the name of the show last night was. There are two animals that are sheep. That's the name. That was the title of the show last night. And I'm talking about the two-legged one, not the four-legged one. That's literally what I called the show last night. There are two animals that are called sheep.
You should have called it the two-legged sheep.
Yeah, but I guess
we all got a proper term for it. It's called sheeple.
Yeah. Yep.
I call them pills.
Stephanie Olsane. Let me see. Okay, Stephanie Olsane was basically talking about. Have you seen the controversy with Candace Owens? As I want a guy who's a good provider, but defend me, my home and my family if necessary. Yeah, I saw the controversy, which is stupid. What she said wasn't wrong. It was not wrong, but of course, because you say you want, because a man wears a dress and she said, I want a manly man. Oh, she's trans. The phobes comes out.
I know, Kenoshi, you guys need to say about that?
They have your own phobia.
The phobes come out, which is stupid.
These people are insane. What's the problem?
Yeah. So yes, basically what people just a quick rundown before we okay, yeah, just a quick rundown. What happened was Harry Styles is on Vogue, Hollywood once again wearing dresses and say he's a man, he's a manly man. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. I don't care what it is. You want to dress like a woman, go right ahead. That's your call. You're a grown ass man. But Hollywood pushing this stuff, like we talked just earlier about the forcing it down our throats. That I don't like. And she says there's no society that never there's no society, just like there's no society that ever came that didn't have slavery. There's no society that never became accomplished without men. And she's
You know,
correct.
it's kind of funny how this one article, this whole thing started. There's one article that wanted to equate man in dresses with Jesus, and I'm like,
Robes?
like,
But then about
yeah,
robes?
I'm telling
yes,
you, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
and
he
I'm
was
like,
probably wearing
and
a
I'm like,
tunic or a robe.
Well,
yeah, and I'm like,
I
you
can
do
guarantee you right now, go to the Middle East, you will get your ass whooped or your head cut off.
yeah, because I'm
By
like,
those guys.
I was like, this author, you're literally comparing something from 2,000 years ago to today's fashion.
And it's still, and
It
no,
doesn't
but
make
here's
any
the thing,
sense.
no, but it's still happening to this day. A lot of people still wear those same things right now living.
He said, "Go to the Middle East, get your ass whooped, get your head cut off."
Well, go
Yeah.
ahead and go over to go to the Middle East and tell those guys that they're not manly men for wearing a dress. Go right over there, see what happened.
Yeah, but then that design is entirely different than what they're pushing. That's another thing. So I'm like,
They don't care about context. They just want to push it,
That is true.
no matter how arbitrary the reasoning is.
Yep. And again, a shout out to other people. I'm not gonna go by name. Thank you all. I mean, again, thank you for listening to the Project Open Mic, listening to the side chat. There are people basically saying, this is, it's a breath of fresh air. Some saying is last night's show was pretty good. I like that blah blah blah. So thank you. I'm not discerning what you're saying. It's just there are some of that's coming through, and I'm happy that you all do that. Again, help us out by sharing this video. Go to YouTube, subscribe, share, comment, do anything you can. Help us on the platform. I am gonna put it on more platforms like Stitcher and Spotify and everything else. Of course, you guys could get at it. So yes, thank you for listening to us and everything, and you'll greatly appreciate it. We're doing this for free. None of the videos are monetized at all. Okay, and we're gonna they're gonna be stuff where you can learn stuff. I am gonna get to the point where I learn stuff. I mean, 2021 is gonna be adding stuff to the show, and there's gonna be another channel like a crisscross to it. It won't be political, but it will be talked about, about certain things where you can learn stuff. So thank y'all for that.
please talk about us
Yeah,
and the discussions.
got you.
We trying to be rock star famous.
Well, I ain't trying to be
Okay,
rock
that's a
star
bit
famous.
far. That's a bit too
I'm,
far.
I'm talking about that GTA famous.
Whatever.
80 mil, baby.
Oh wow!
Or was it 100 mil?
Just as you said that, I gotta give it to Pamela Meeks from UK. Simple truth that COVID is planned reasons for the Dems to mail out 80 million ballots so they could steal it, could steal Black Power. I'm like, wow. Okay, that's not a conspiracy, but whatever. I get where you're coming from, ma'am.
Well, hey, after the things that's happening in 2020, man, isn't that there's nothing that could be off the table.
No. I got you. Elmira, funny that he is that. Wow. If that, I mean, people could name the kids this name. That's funny. But this is literally the person's name from UK. Elmira Fudd. There is an Elmira.
Oh
But,
my god. Oh my god. Do you have pet mice named Peaky and Brain?
Anyway, Elmira Fudd. Yeah. Yes, that's her name from UK. That's what it is.
You could be famous for that name.
Because on temporary film, you got to put your name on there because they're trying to, with how the EU said it, that so you cannot be liable and all this stuff. You got to put your name on it. So that's their name. You can't do a synonym. Anyway, she's basically coming after the thing about with Candace Owens and stuff like that. That's why we get a lot of men right now who are simply not man enough to do certain things. We have a lot of men have become children. Yeah, that is a lot of men have become children. I'm not gonna argue with that point. There are a lot of men who are not taking responsibilities, but also there's a lot of women who do exactly the same thing too. Because I listened to a video, which I'm gonna do a video on again on this woman talk about how to be an independent woman, all that nonsense. The first thing she said, she's like, you gotta take care of yourself. I agree with that. She's like, because I got my own car, I got my house, I got my stuff. I'm like, your expectation. I hate that nonsense for this reason. You're an adult. That's what you're supposed to do. Why are you praising something that you're supposed to do? You're supposed to breathe. I should give you a cookie for breathing?
Of course, man. Chocolate chip.
That's the problem. Oh, you gotta be. That's not an independent woman. That's you being an adult. So stop confusing both. Not that. The majority of people who say the independent women. Sorry, I gotta say for the women part because there's not many. There's not many in America. There's not many programs for the men. Y'all take money from the government. If you take money from the government, you got wakes, you got all this stuff. You're not independent. Stop it. Please just stop.
That's my money, man. No matter who gave it to me, it's my money.
No, it ain't. No, it is not.
Mom, I got friends here. Okay.
Oh
What's the breakfast? I didn't have some Cheerios.
Oh no. I just was listening to a clip of Joe Biden speaking, and that man, he's getting worse. Oh no.
Again, yeah, worse. If he wins, Kamala Harris is gonna be your president.
President.
Oh,
that's what it is.
No.
But I have a question, a theoretical question, or a hypothetical. I'm sorry. What would be the process if he dies before the election is finalized?
Kamala becomes
Kamala will become president still. She will become president still.
Oh, dude.
So that's what it is. It's not hypothetical. That's what happened. She would, because she and the vice president Joe Biden and her did win the election in a way. Let's just be what it is. If they won the election, yes, she would become president. The problem is she could pick somebody for her vice president. And if she picks Cory Booker, bad enough she's inauthentic as a black person. Cory Booker is the prestige of he tries so hard to be black. Oh, I hate that person for that.
Who's worse? Who's worse? Them or Condoleezza Rice?
Well, I thought Beto
them. Condoleezza Rice don't pretend to be black. She does what she is. That's what she is. That's one of the reasons a lot of people like Trump, because like Mitt Romney, he's rich, but he pretend to be, I am for the everyday man. Or like John Edwards, wearing regular shirts and stuff and jeans, but he was getting $500 haircuts. Stop pretending. You're rich. We know you get it by fakeness, but stop pretending. That's why people are like, okay, Trump, like, you know what? He's rich, but you know what? He's what he is. Just stop pretending. The pretending is what irks people off the most.
Yeah, that's what got him elected in a sense. The authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people's like,
because he grabs him by the, but.
No, that's not what he said.
I know. I'm kidding.
Okay,
do
not disturb the quote. That's not what he said. People said it wrong. I debunked that two shows back.
Yeah, yes.
I played the audio and you heard what he said, but people don't want to listen to the audio. They just hear what other people saying.
The full audio.
Exactly. He said, and for people, when he said that when you're rich and powerful, women will throw themselves at you. They will let you grab them by whatever. He didn't say I do it. He said they will let you grab them by them. That's what he said. But they took it at whatever. That word is weird. How we take out words out of certain things. But yeah.
Let's ask a guy named Henry Kissinger.
Yeah.
Ugly man, but he has the power. Power's the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Ugh. Okay. Well, I leave this to Alina Hedger from Portugal. Why the curfew? Why the curfew? It's like does COVID?
Somebody already answered that. The virus only comes out at night.
That's what she said. Does COVID operate at certain times? Exactly. So, but you know what? Like I said, it's just the way certain things work out. It's crazy how these people do their stuff. But you know,
He Joe Biden's not gonna make it through the first month of his presidency.
okay, I'm not even going that morbid, but I'm not going that morbid. But okay.
Oh, dude, there's a CNN clip of him talking about something or whatever.
Oh,
Show me another person.
no. Joe Biden is a
And his
puppet.
mind is shot.
His mind is
Oh,
shot, and he's a
jeez.
puppet. He's a puppet to the DNC. That's what it is. It was. Just,
God damn.
that's why I said it makes no sense to. Let me see. Why would I pick a person who called me a racist and a rapist as my vice president? Why would I choose that? That makes no,
Yeah.
that makes
Let's
no
go with-
sense.
Here.
Yeah, I don't think that's the thing. It was a DNC who chose it to tell Joe Biden to do it. He did it because of that. I would never choose a person. But you call me a rapist and a racist, and I'm gonna give you no,
No.
no. I say 100 times again. If you want a woman of color, Tulsi Gabbard would have been a better choice. No, I would feel no problem with Tulsi Gabbard compared to Kamala. Any day, every day, any day.
Any day of the week.
I would choose Tulsi over Kamala any day. At least Tulsi has integrity to a point. She has a little backpedaling, but she still will serve as a military person. She has, a little moral compass in a way or whatever.
No, she doesn't. She's not a neocon, so they can't have her.
Yeah. But Kamala Harris, we already know she went horizontal to go vertical, so we already know any way the wind blow, she's gonna say, "Oh, okay, let's go that way." That's literally what she is. So no. Yes, we got the point of what it is. You're right, Konoshi. Like I said, he's shot. He was a puppet. He was a puppet.
Yeah.
That's how that worked out. Yeah. But other than that, though, I want to say thank you guys for giving us your time and your got to take it from Audrey. Give you your eyes and ears and your time for listening to what we got to say. Right now, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do a project. We're still gonna do a side chat next Friday. If you guys, if we could get everything together, we'll just look out for a side chat again Friday night next week. But Project Open Mic will not be. There will be a show on Thursday. So Project Open Mic will continue the week after, and we'll get into more stuff that we need to talk about, of course, with that. And thank you guys for watching Project Open Mic. Again, if you want to contact us, you go to projectopenmic3@gmail.com. That's the straight to get with us. And if you have an Instagram and Twitter, Project Open Mic, we have a big shoot. Again, we're gonna get all this stuff done by 2021 when it starts. That's the best way I could put it. But we're gonna expand and do as much as we can in that regard. But again, I want you guys to have a enjoyable Thanksgiving. If you do Thanksgiving, of course, share with your family. Do what you gotta do. Do the best that you can for your family and what you need to do. With that said, anything else you guys want to say, Trip? You want to say anything else?
No,
Final thoughts?
I'll just say that. I'll just say that to all those very important shady person that you've mentioned, it kind of feels like we're in Gotham City, and you see Penguin, the Riddler, Harvey, Two-Face, and even Poison Ivy just selling you all these lies. But hey,
and there's no Batman.
You know.
Go ahead.
What you say? I was gonna say, what you saying that? Can we actually say that 2020, the year 2020, and everything that's happened is synonymous with the monumental failure that was Batman Forever?
I said it yesterday on our Hangout chat. This whole election thing is like a Dragon Ball Z arc that just goes on and on and on.
I'm talking about this 2020 as a whole. Just everything that's happened, impeachment stuff, and just in society, just everything that's happened. I'm thinking, man, And what you can just mention that, I'm thinking, wait, yeah, you're right. Batman Forever. Batman Forever.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a cluster. It had disease in it. I mean,
I
it
got
was
you.
yeah. 2020 is Batman Forever.
I think basically everybody just said their final thoughts to that one right there. But again, yeah.
But as Mr. Freeze says, chill.
Okay, stop. That was cool. Anyway, thank you guys for again giving your time and ear for us. Just talking to you guys and giving us our thoughts and what's going on. Again, loving the questions, loving the chat. Thank you all for your time in that because again, it's early morning for most of you guys in Tempo FM world. Most of y'all waking up, so respect you for that.
Before you sign off, can I just say whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, regardless, if there's anything you should take from 2020 is appreciate what you do have. People keep trying to take it away from you.
Well, again, that's what I say with like Anderson said with the Thanksgiving and everything. That is true. Just chill with your family, see the families you have. If you don't have, like I said, just be careful around them. Those again, you have your own discretion. I consider people like y'all adults. Let's hope y'all, do what's best for you. Go ahead. You want to say something, Trip, before you're done?
Honestly, I'd give a standing ovation to Anderson for actually saying something like that.
Got you. Well, again, have a good time. Have a good weekend. There'll be some shopping going crazy, of course. So get you a good weekend. Prepare for because I said these guys know. I said it a couple weeks ago. I said they're gonna start. The stores are gonna start being crazy again. And I was correct.
They're already buying all the toilet paper.
Yeah. So.
And just before Thanksgiving too. The timing.
Right? Yeah, I'm prepared, but again, prepare. I always say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So go ahead and do that, and again, get your food, enjoy Thanksgiving with your family. Please do enjoy the time that you guys have. Again, after crazy years this is, be happy you made it to Thanksgiving itself with all the nonsense. Do not let these governors and these politicians tell you don't enjoy your life. Okay, it's your life. You do what you have to do to enjoy it. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, you do what you gotta do. That's how my libertarian views always been. But with that, again, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have a good Thanksgiving. We'll catch you next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Next Friday for the side chat. Project Open Mic will be postponed until the next And remember how I always say, evil comes in all shapes, size, color, races, basically evil's evil, no matter what it is. And also, people are stupid, individuals are smart, be that smart individual. So peace out. Y'all have a good night.
Celebrate Thanksgiving. Come on.
Stop. Anyway, have a good night.